just because we all want to see your smiling face from the hard work you're doing. So first off, thank you for joining us with the Arcane Bear. My name's Tio. We've got Danny Sessoms on the line from the Crypto Show. He's in Houston, Texas, and he was. They've gathered some charity. Oh, sorry. Say again.
I'm in Corpus at the moment, just to restock at the Walmart.
Nice. So how far away from the scene are you at the moment? Like about an hour?
Well, from Houston, probably an hour or two. There's really no telling on that. Maybe 100 miles, I guess. But I started working the Aransas Pass area, Port Aransas and Rockport, which were the hardest hit, actually, by the eye of the hurricane. So okay. I'm here in those areas right now working that because they're accessible. Houston's not accessible right now. It's still underwater, so
really?
I can't get in. Right now, it's just like boat rescue, and which we addressed that as well. So the founding member of the Crypto Show is also Harlan Dietrich. He's the one that had the ties to the radio station that got us the show. You know, we kind of came up with the idea for the show from the first Texas Bitcoin conference in 2013. And, you know, just kind of snowballed from there. But anyway, Harlan, he went to Houston. And what he did is we bought a boat from our Dash money. So this fully paid for with Dash. We just bought a flat bottom John boat.
Yeah, I saw that.
We called our sticker guy, the guy that does all of our printing, and he had decals printed up within an hour. Whew. And we slapped them on the boat, and they were there. Like, he called me yesterday afternoon around 3 o'clock, and then by midnight they were already on the scene with the new boat, decals and all, you know, on their way to Houston. They were probably 20 minutes away from Houston when I talked to them last night at midnight. So they're there on the ground doing water rescues, and this is not even part of the money, the $50K that we've received already. This is just something that we're doing from our Dash earnings. Wow,
that's amazing. I'm still blown away by how quickly you guys can orchestrate all of this. That's really one of my favorite things.
Well, we can thank Dash for that as well, because, you know, part of our advertising proposal that we're doing with Dash, one of the things that we do is we're kind of an affiliate for unsung.org, Jason King's operation.
Yeah.
And so each month we have a certain allowance for us to go around and feed the homeless. So this month I just decided, hey, I'm just going to take that allowance, and I was a little bit behind on last month anyway, double that up, and we'll come down here and just really make an impact, you know, with what we have. And I figured, well, you know, I could probably even do better if I asked Roger. So I just asked Roger Bear, and, you know, he's never given us a dime or anything. You know, he doesn't pay us for advertising. We get accused of shilling for him all the time, but it's complete bullshit. He's never given us a dime. That's, I seen as an opportunity to go ahead and ask him, hey, do you want to get in on this? And, you know, at the last Anarchapulco, he gave me a couple thousand Bitcoin.com stickers. Like, hey, you know, we'll go ahead and just brand the meals and all that with this if you want to kick in. So he gave us $4,000.
Nice.
And so that'll go towards food and all that. And then, you know, like I said, the show, the reason I waited till Sunday night is so I could announce it on the radio that I was coming down here. And then one of our listeners, Bill Klein, who's also a big Dash guy.
Friend of Bill Klein, actually.
Yeah. He says, all right, I will match up to 10 Bitcoins anything that anyone donates. And, you know, he's just kind of rallying his friends to make some donations. And they did. They definitely did. But, you know, I didn't even know it. I was just on air and I was busy editing. And then the next thing I know, he messaged me, hey, I went ahead and sent you 10. I'm like, what? You're kidding, right? You know, I thought he meant 10 millibits or something like that. And then I looked and it was 10 Bitcoins. I'm like, holy shit. So, all right, well, now I really have my work cut out for me. So it snowballed, and we're going to do the best we can with it.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. It's actually one of the things I've been pondering as well. This type of we've seen it in the past, but it's a media marketing campaign based off cause, real change for people that need it, and being some of the first boots and responders on the ground, most likely. So we'd pretty much answered a bunch of my preliminary questions to begin with. So now my next idea was, how was it to logically or logistically implement the spending currently? What roadblocks are you running into from turning the Dash into the meals, etc.?
Well, basically my $1,000 spending limit is kind of a problem right now, so I'll have probably shift some of that into a bank account and use debit cards, because I'm spending over $1,000 a day already. I've already spent around $3,000 on food and supply. So yeah, I am running into a little bit of a problem in turning that over, but not enough to worry about at this point.
Yeah.
And Chris is back in Austin. He's the main member of the guy on the show that does all the talking. I just do all the organizing and tell him what the topics are and all that. Well, he's reaching out and he's finding people that are like flood victims and stuff, and we're going to send them money directly. So we'll just put money in their bank account. We'll try to get them to open up wallets or whatever and just send it directly to them.
Yeah, I imagine finding a little cell phone in the lunch bag with Dash already preloaded on it and an instruction manual.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know whether it'll be cash or put it into their bank, whatever it takes to get them the money they need.
And what about the people that you have been sharing these meals and dry towels with? What's their reaction to, well, first off, you, and the affiliation between things like Bitcoin and Dash? Do many people recognize it?
No, well, I get to explain it. That's one of the things that I thought this would really be a great opportunity about, because for Dash has sponsored us for a year now to go around and do this thing with the homeless. Well, they're really not very likely to use cryptocurrency, but here's a situation where these people are displaced from their homes and stuff. So once they see the power of cryptocurrency, maybe they'll get on board. And these are people that have they work jobs and do stuff like that. They're participating in life and whatever. Not that homeless people aren't, but they're just more likely to have money to actually use cryptocurrency. So
yeah, that makes sense. Have you had anyone that's recognized the Dash and the Bitcoin logos when they come up?
Not really yet, but I've been explaining it. The first place I stopped, it was where we were passing out meals. It was the state troopers were there, the Red Cross, and a couple others, and I was just telling everybody, hey, yeah, man, we paid for this food with drug money. And I even told the cops this. I'm like, yeah, man, paid for it with drug money. According to the mainstream media, that's what Bitcoin is for buying drugs. But, in reality, it's cash that is the real drug money.
Yeah, the U.S. dollar is the biggest black market currency.
People like, I don't care what you paid for it with. I'm just glad to have it. Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So you weren't getting, not many people recognize cryptocurrency still. We kind of figured that would be the answer.
Yeah, and of course they've heard of Bitcoin. And that's kind of what I was thinking as well when I talked to Roger, is having the Bitcoin.com stickers on the bags and everything. It's a little easier to open up the conversation and try to explain what Dash is, because they've probably already, at least in some way, heard of Bitcoin.
Yeah, Bitcoin has the buzz of the brand going a little more globally than some of the other digital assets.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to keep you for too long, and I think we covered most of the questions that I was interested in hearing. I would love to hear more about it, maybe when you're done and you've gone through the rest of the process. If you want to touch back in for a short interview again in the future, I'd love to have you back. Again, guys, make sure you check out thecryptoshow.com. That's where they do their crypto talk. And I believe you can find it on a radio station in the Texas area. Is that correct?
It's in Austin, Texas. It's 89.1 FM. We have listen live links on the website. There's a TuneIn app, YouTube, all that good stuff. We generally do a Facebook Live if I'm in the studio or if I'm somewhere where I have bandwidth enough to do that. I'll go ahead and do Facebook Lives and then turn those into YouTube videos.
Well, it sounds great. You definitely earned us as a follower.
So here's here's the back room here, kind of a staging area, like the.
Oh yeah, nice. Show me around.
Butter, all the sandwich bags, and then all this stuff up here, and towels everywhere. All my drawers are full of soaps and everything. I've got this big ice chest full of water. I've got an outside kitchen.
Oh yeah, show us around. I love this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, I'm at Walmart right now. This is my favorite RV park, Walmart.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's the outdoor kitchen.
Oh, nice.
It's full of bread. Like every inch of it's full of bread. So there's 2 shopping carts full of bread that we had to get. Yes, because we ran through 500 meals so quickly. I'm kind of geared up to have over 1,000 now, so that I don't have to keep coming back so frequently to the store.
Yeah, it makes sense. You need more time out with the people. Yeah. It makes sense.
Yeah, and here's the generator's going, and I'm fully equipped with gas.
There you go.
Yeah.
Is that your personal truck and trailer?
Multiple gas cans, because some of these areas, you can't get gas in some of these really destroyed areas. So I'm thinking, I better get some gas. And so I keep my truck full and keep all those cans full, and I don't have to worry about not having a gas station.
Yeah, it makes sense. And this is your personal truck and trailer?
Yeah, it's my personal truck and trailer, but I went on the cannabis tour for Dash, so it's all branded with Dash.
Nice.
One of the other things that we do with Dash is I contact cannabis dispensaries, and I've set up, I've built all these relationships with cannabis dispensaries. So as soon as the technology is ready on Dash's end, it's a technology called Alt36, and this is a payment processor, a point-of-sale unit. And it does all the tax figuring and everything for cannabis. And so we'll have a point of sale in the cannabis store and a Bitcoin ATM by General Byte. So it'll service Dash and Bitcoin.
Wow.
And the idea is to get, people in the store with reward points and shit like that. And they'll see this strange machine sitting in the corner. Like, what's that? Oh, I can save money on weed. It's kind of an introduction to crypto, on the cool by you can save money on your weed.
And it's great for the dispensaries too.
I literally drove to every state on the western portion of the U.S. talking to cannabis dispensaries, building these relationships. And my next trip will be the eastern portion of the U.S. and hit those cannabis states. So, Dash is their governance structure is amazing. I think if Bitcoin had that early on, it would be a lot farther ahead. By having these funds ready for developers and advertising and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I think I love being paid by them for sure, but I did so much evangelizing for Bitcoin for free for so long, and now here's something that I actually get rewarded to go out and do, and I actually don't even have to do my other day job anymore, which is a roofing contractor. That's what I generally do. I'll still do that, but it's not really hands-on type of thing. I just call my crew and I call my suppliers, and I don't really even have to go to the job. But,
yeah, we're glad you made the switch.
Yeah, I am too. I'm loving it.
Yeah, you couldn't have more fun. Danny, thank you so much for your time. It's been a pleasure to chat with you, and thank you for showing us around. Maybe we'll try to get in touch with you in about a week from now just to see how everything else went through the rest of your process out there.
All right, man.
Thank you. We'll have a great day. I'll post this up on YouTube. We'll get everyone. We're going to share it with all of our subscribers. Thank you for all the work you've done, man. We really appreciate it.
All right, man. Have a good one.
You too. Ciao.